the radio if you feel it. We gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music. Whatever you gon' need for your amusement. Home of the lights, telling the world we're tight. Tune in on Tuesday nights, then we gon' get it right. I'm blazing topics that get you rockin', and with the ghetto cater news and I'm stopping.
What up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Listen, it's your girl Yielded. Here we are where we are every Tuesday night, putting a little heat to the word on the street. Rumor has this, rumor has that, but let me tell you, tonight we're putting a little heat on the word on the street and on the mind, because too many people are silently struggling while functioning publicly. So go ahead, like and share the video. Let the people know it's about to go up. And if you say sanctified, go ahead and say ow. Say it one more time. Oh, and a third time for the Holy Ghost. Again, we're here where we are every Tuesday, putting a little heat to the word on the street. And we're going to be talking about a little this and a little that, but a lot about your mind. So go ahead and like and share the video. Go ahead and say hello if you are there so we can go ahead and shout you out. Man, listen, I don't want tonight to feel stretched. I don't want tonight to feel strained. You don't even have to feel forced, because some of the best fire moments come from real places. And tonight is one of those nights. So since we've been feeling a little out of sort today, when I say we, talking about me, we're going to go ahead and lean into this thing. So tonight's topic carries weight and relatability. So let the conversation breathe. Don't force it. Let it breathe. Again, go ahead and like and share the video. Let's get everybody that you know got a mind. Get them in here, because we're going to be talking about it tonight. And listen, I'm super excited about it. I was drinking and eating before I came on here, and I probably should have touched up my little lip liner and my lipstick, but I didn't ate it all off. Don't worry about it. Y'all know I'm cute. So it's all good. But look, again, like and share the video. Let everybody know that you know that the fire is already blazing and we about to go up. So again, if you're here and you can see me waving my hands, I need you to say hello, because I want to say hello to you. Again, like and share the video. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you're a first-time watcher, first-time listener, we are blazing hot on Anointed Radio Network out of those Las Vegas streets. You can catch the replay of this on all of your podcast platforms. I ain't gonna name none of them because I forget all of them, and then I make up what I don't know. So, but anyways, if you're watching live, you see me, I see you. Go ahead and say hello. I want to shout you out. We're not gonna, as the saints would say, belabor the time long, because we have an amazing guest that's already in the vestibule eating all the pastor's peppermints, and it altar time. If he don't have no peppermints, y'all know the land of hands is gonna be hot and heavy, and halitosis, so we don't want that. So let's just make sure we get our guests out of the vestibule so she can stop eating pastor's peppermints. But we're gonna dive into these national holidays. But again, tonight's conversation is going to be loaded. Tonight's conversation is going to be serious. Tonight's conversation is going to be serious until Lorenzo start acting up. So we're going to try to keep him on wraps. We're not going to talk about me because we know how I act. But Lorenzo, you know, when he start acting up. But this is going to be a serious conversation. And I think it's a very, very important conversation because, well, look at that. Look what the wind done blew in. Hi, Cindy. Where you was at like the last 17 Tuesdays? I hadn't seen you, Cindy. I was saying to all the Larrys, Lucindas, and you wasn't here. Cindy, I feel away. I don't. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? How was your Memorial Day? Did you have some barbecue? What y'all doing? So listen, yesterday was Memorial Day. I want to talk about what y'all had on yesterday. If anybody had crawfish, please do not type that on the screen because I will be upset. I did have some, but they weren't all that great. Lorenzo said, tap subscribe, become a fire night. Don't just watch, be a part of the movement. New laughs, real talk every week. That's what Lorenzo had said. And you can click that little button right there, and then you can subscribe, and that'll just give you alerts and notifications before everybody else gets them. And eventually, when y'all actually go over there and subscribe, we're going to start giving away some prizes. Lorenzo got a little extra cash he want to give away, and so we're going to make that part of what he's giving away. I wish y'all could see his face right now. That's going to be what we're going to be doing, giving away Lorenzo's, his little extra money, his coffee money. So he gonna cut down on coffee, and so he gonna have extra money to give away to the peoples. And so I don't think he knew any of that before now, but just know that if you subscribe, that you could be a winner of some coffee cash. And so we want all of y'all to get some coffee cash. Okay, how about that? How's my New York accent? Coffee. I'm doing good or no? Let me know. Don't worry about it. But look, y'all, just so y'all don't have to be tortured much longer by my New York accent, we're going to go all the way over there to the East Coast, and we're going to reach over there, and we're going to say, Lorenzo, come on in here because the people are looking for you. Lorenzo. Hey.
Hello, world. How's everybody doing out there?
Hey, Lorenzo.
Let's go, New York Knicks. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not sorry at all.
No, I'm not. It's been 23 years.
Well, hey, you at least you're saying let's go New York, so you're not giving yourself accolades for them winning. Some people that we know swear that it has something to do with them, the reason that the Knicks, So
we know. We
ain't gonna call no names, and we ain't gonna say their initials are AH.
You lucky, I'll say his name real fast.
Look, we ain't gonna say their initials is AH and they sing our theme song or anything like that. Yeah, we're not gonna say any of that, or that Al taught him how to sing or anything. So what's going on, Bobby? Something's going on. Did something new happen with the chat? Because it looks grayed out or something over here.
Let me explain.
Please help me, because when things change, I start pushing buttons.
Let me let you know. When I put it on the screen, it lets me know that I already put them on the screen, so it fades out a little bit. If I didn't put them on the screen, it stays dark. So yeah. Okay,
well, don't be changing stuff. Don't let me know, because I start pushing buttons, and then we'll be off the air. So don't do that to me. You got to communicate that. What? Yes. So Cindy says she had 6 nieces and nephews graduating last week. So listen. You was busy last week, and so were their parents about 17, 18 years ago. They was busy. Congratulations to all the graduates. I wasn't supposed to say that at church. Hey, listen, the Bible say be fruitful and multiply. Same thing. Busy, fruitful, same thing. See, you got to read your Bible I'm yieldinizing the text. They got King James, they got New Living Translation, they got yieldinized. So, I mean, I had said what the Lord had said. Be fruitful, be busy, same thing. No, I'm still in trouble. All right, we're going to move on. Congratulations to all the
I froze.
Congratulations to all the grads, y'all. We're going to jump into these national holidays. Like I said, we have a real serious conversation on today. What is that? Are they sponsoring today's show?
No, I just wanted to show you real quick.
Really? They not sponsoring today's show, so why are we sharing that? Although I did just tell my sister about those today. Lorenzo, stop! I was on point. I was keeping to the topic and the
I'm sorry. Okay, let's
see. You be yelling at me otherwise, but then when I don't, you cut up. Today,
come on.
Today's national holidays again. Congratulations to all of the graduates or graduations. To the graduates.
Say that word again. Say what?
Congratulation. Okay. To the graduation of the graduates. Is it graduates? Graduates. The graduates. Congratulations to them all. I had one nephew and a bonus daughter who both also graduated. Listen, 1 whole year and 2 days ago was Kobe Bryant's graduation. I was like celebrating the other day. I was like, woo, 1 year out of this thing. So I've been a whole official non-school child parent.
Wait, huh? Who graduated?
Did I say Kobe or did I say Dallas?
You said Kobe. It's Dallas.
It was Dallas. Listen, hey, he been gone so long, I can't remember the child's name. But anyway, so 1 whole year and 2 days ago, Kobe graduated. Dallas graduated. If y'all only know what kind of week I've had, y'all will excuse all of my technicalities on today. My
Thank
brain.
you,
She said,
Lamika.
first of all, ma'am, it was Dallas. Girl, grow up. Yes, it was Dallas.
How
Kobe's
everybody know except you? You the mama.
So today, I actually graduated on May 26th, like a couple years ago. And so, yeah, we ain't gonna even do that math. Let's not even talk about it. Moving on, today's national holidays are fantastic. Today is National Paper Airplane Day.
Paper Airplane Day.
I keep telling y'all, don't come for me because that girl said my AirSep is in the mail. What you're not gonna do is give me AirSep. It's not that bad. I suffer from CRS. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I think our guest might know what CRS is back there in the background. So yeah, so I got a little CRS, and for those of you that don't know what that is, don't worry about it. Just pray for me. But yeah, it's National Paper Airplane Day. Now, Lorenzo, you look to be that you may have been real mischievous as a kid. Although I've talked to your mom and she said you ain't really get a lot of whippings, but I could just see you, probably not as a kid, but like right now as an adult, flying a paper airplane in some God forbidden place, like a graduation ceremony or somebody's wedding or such. Do you know how to make a paper airplane?
Yeah, but the thing about it, people don't really make them like they used to. You put a paper clip in the front of it so it can really like just glide and go. So you put that little paper clip to clip it together, and then it stays together, and then when it goes for a distance.
So as I said, I could see you like with your paperclip plane flying through somebody's wedding ceremony or something of that nature.
No,
yes,
it was just graduations and bar mitzvahs.
Am I going to tell the story of Dallas at the? No, I'm not going to tell the story of Dallas at the. Today is national.
Yes, please tell a story about Dallas when he was young at the graduation.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Should I tell it?
No, please don't. Please, let's just keep going with the national holidays because I got thinking about it right now. What that mail? It's also National Sorrow Day. Sorrow Day. We're gonna keep on going because I don't want to do no sorrow, nothing ever. It's also World Dracula Day. Are you a Dracula kind of movie watcher?
Oh man, first of all, it's Blackula.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think my mother went to see Blackula. I gotta ask her, and then she gave birth to my brother.
Which one?
Mike.
Oh, that put her in labor. Shout out to my boy VZ Washington out there in them Dallas, Texas streets. He the only man I know can walk the red carpet and be masculine as a mug with a purse. But yeah, shout out to my boy VZ. I just got lightheaded when I said that. So real story. We're at the Stella Awards and I see VZ coming down the carpet. I mean, he got the biggest, I don't remember if it was Louis Vuitton, I don't remember. It was a big old nice bag and he got it. I'm talking mid forearm. He got it there, got all his other stuff in his hands. And he's, he walking down and I'm just like, why does Vonzel have this purse? Well, he's managing or was managing, I don't know the status at this point, but Miss Tiffany, Miss Tiffany. He had she's taking pictures and interviewing and all that stuff. And so he had her purse. I'm talking about the biggest purse in the world. And he just walking up there just as masculine. Listen, took no thought, who thought it was strange for him to have that big purse. But yeah, he had that big purse. So shout out to Bunzel. He's doing all kinds of things. Y'all need to get with him. If you're looking at bringing some hip hop, gospel, to your church and to your area and all of that, that's the man right there, Mr. VZ Washington. He's got an entourage of these Christian hip hop artists, and man, they doing their thing all over everywhere. So shout him out, follow him.
He ain't signed me. I could Christian rap.
They got bars.
I got bars of soap.
So the way we're going to do this is we're going to ignore Lorenzo and keep moving. So you said watch Blackula and when
I believe if I'm not, I got to call her up. Look. People always trying to get you in trouble. Look at this.
You ain't got to. Somebody else already calling.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you good to call to get him in trouble, but if you say something about that other one, That AH. Oh, don't even worry about it. It's over. You in trouble. So yeah. But anyways, World Dracula Day. It's also World Redhead Day. So shout out to me and all the other redheads. Even though I colored mine this color, it's still I'm still a redhead. So don't worry about it. For you big backers, I know Lorenzo was hanging tight and was waiting on it. It is National Blueberry Cheesecake Day.
Oh,
Yeah. You into blueberry cheesecake like that?
listen, I'm smacking. I'm saying blueberry, strawberry, cherry, any berries that go on the cheesecake is all right with me.
So see, the story here is conflicting because it says it's National Blueberry Cheesecake Day, but it's also National Cherry Dessert Day. So see that's conflicting there. They cherry or blueberry, which one?
Both.
I
Just
don't
mix it. Mix them together.
no.
But blueberry has like antioxidants.
So as I said, we're gonna ignore Lorenzo and we're gonna keep this party moving. Look, y'all, again, we have an amazing topic for you all today. If you see the the title there, it is mind over everything. You know, y'all over here talking about MOE, money over everything, and BOE, and I don't know what else y'all be saying out here because I'm saved, I'm a Christian, and I don't be saying that. Or MOE or MOB or something. I don't know. Y'all just be saying a lot of stuff out here. Listen, lots of acronyms mean different things in different places of the world. So I don't know what that means to you, but I just was like giving acronyms. So if it means something significant, then you roll with it. If it don't, then don't. But listen, again, a serious conversation, mind over everything. Serious conversation today. And I think it is, let me tell y'all. God is so strategic in the things that he does. He kind of set us up sometimes before we even know we set up. And then when you see the setup, you be like, that what we doing? Well, I don't know if that's how y'all talk to God, but he know who I am. So that's how I talk to him. But seriously, tonight is going to be a little heavy, but we want y'all to stay in and stay engaged. And Lorenzo, I'm going to steal something from another show that's on Wednesdays.
Okay. What you going to steal? It's on my broadcast. Most likely.
Yeah, they typically have like their icebreakers, right?
Oh.
So I want to kind of go.
They don't mind. They can't come from me. I run their show anyway. What they gonna do? I cancel them. Go ahead.
So see, I don't like this cancel stuff. Somebody came up with this grand idea that they could just cancel people, culture cancel, and who gave y'all the permission to cancel people's?
Nobody. I just saying because I just cancel folks just to cancel them. They come back.
Lorenzo, take us to a commercial break. I'm gonna go pray for you.
Are we finished with our national holidays?
Yes, that's all I want to talk about because the rest of them seem like we was gonna need to drink some holy oil and pray because I'm not going into all of that.
Oil, not communion.
No, if we drink communion, then we gonna be under the influence. Because I use big cups for communion. Listen, and I read the word and it said drink ye all of it, so I leave nothing in there. Ooh. So you ain't pushed the button for the commercial. I'm gonna keep going if you don't push the button. We'll be right back, y'all. Don't y'all go nowhere. We got a serious conversation for y'all tonight. Sure do.
Listen, if we even think you owe us money, you won't know what hit you. We'll put liens on everything you own. Raid your bank accounts, retirement fund, pension. You'll open up your paycheck and cry because we'll already have the money. We'll haul you into federal court and you might even go to jail. Hey, it's our job.
Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. Our experts will fight for you using IRS guidelines to stop any IRS actions like bank levies or wage garnishments. Plus, eliminate penalties and interest and reduce your past tax bill so you pay the IRS less. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a tax doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
I'd have my mom call the number on the screen. You come see me alone. We'll work it out. Really, we will.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of this incredible mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. You can help protect our children and bring the missing ones back home safely. You may qualify for a tax deduction for your generous donation, and to make it even easier for you, we provide fast, free pickup with a 24-hour response. Find the Children not only provides crucial resources to help find missing children, but also offers educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families, bringing tears of joy and relief to those who have been searching endlessly. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe, where every family stays together, and where hope never fades. Pick up the phone and call the number on your screen. Together, we can bring these kids home safely.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rates you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now.
Call 802-341-4523. That's 802-341-4523. Don't wait. Call this number right now.
What's up, family? It's your boy, Cousin Al, reminding you to keep it locked right here on the Fiyah Show. I'm coming with your dedicated news, the top 3 news stories of the week, the news you can use. It may come from CNN or the crackhead down the street, but I guarantee you don't want to miss this. Keep your eyes open and your ears clean. You know what I mean?
What's up, and welcome back. Listen, I am telling y'all, it is Tuesday. Y'all know where we are and what we do about this time. I need you to go ahead and like and share the video. Let everybody know that you know that the fire is blazing hot. Got amazing guests already for you tonight. We're excited about this conversation because it's real and it's something that is plaguing our community and people don't want to talk about it. So go ahead, like and share the video and let the people know it's going up. And go ahead and get your nose and throat and everybody say, ow. Oh, one more time. Oh, and a third time for the Holy Ghost. Yep. Again, an amazing conversation tonight. The guest is already here. We've already been conversing. Well, I was eavesdropping in on sound check, and so I feel like we already friends. So, like, if you hear somebody talking, did that mean y'all talk because you know a little bit about what they said, and so y'all like cool and stuff? I don't know, but don't worry about it. I already talked to the guests a little bit. They're already here. They ready to get in here, but we're gonna talk just a little bit about this dedicated news first. But we're going to bring our guests in because we like to surprise them and see what they think about the dedicated news. So let me get Lorenzo back in here. So all the way from Long Island, New York. He's my guy. He's your guy. He's everybody's guy. He's the bald-bearded guy. Lorenzo!
Yeah! What's up?
So, because the Knicks, I mean, we're going to have to listen to that like a lot for a while because... I mean, because like every time I talk,
New York, go. See, the thing is, the finals don't start until June. So now we're gonna sit here and wait until the other team, that want to play us, wins over there. So now, you know. But anyway.
So I mean, are we allowed to share your theory that you've been kind of sharing with me for the last couple of days?
Sure.
In relation to the Knicks winning.
Oh yeah, we can do this all day.
So I believe that you're probably gonna lose some people and people gonna be upset with you. But go ahead and say it.
Okay, listen, guys. You know how I am. Our Fire Nights that's in there, and the best of you. Our Fire Nights over there in the chat. If and when the Knicks win the NBA championship, the Dallas Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl. I'm just putting that out there right now. That's all.
So I think we need to go ahead and bring our guest in, but before we do, because I will give them a break to get their face together, because that expression was like Boy, you didn't lost your put togethers. But I want to drop an icebreaker real quick, and you can answer it. I want the Fire Knights to answer it. And it's gonna take us into our topic of discussion for tonight. But we're gonna go into the dedicated news before that. But the icebreaker. Do you think, and it's not really an icebreaker, it's a real thought-provoking question, I guess I should say. Do you think that people really understand mental health, or do they only gain an understanding once it personally affects them?
Should I answer that now?
Survey set.
They understand it when it affects them.
Okay, all right. So before then, we can say mental health, mental illness, all of this stuff, and until it plagues their house or their family directly, they have no clue. That's what you're saying? No clue.
Yeah, because back in the days, we wasn't saying mental health. Okay. We was calling them other things that we don't call them nowadays. But back in the days, he's slow. We ain't
gonna say that tonight. We ain't doing that.
This is what I'm saying. So it's like we never addressed mental health. We never addressed the different analogies that goes with health issues, mental health issues. So we just figured this person blah blah blah, or that person blah 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 all day. You know what I'm saying? So now we realize it's more than what we were saying.
Okay, all right, Fire Knights. I'm leaving that question there on the table. Do you think people really understand mental health, or do they only gain an understanding once it personally affects them? I want y'all to chime in and type in there. And speaking of mental health, we're gonna go ahead and get to the we gonna go to the dedicated news. I don't know why I felt like that was a segue, but Cousin Al needs prayer. So look, we're gonna go ahead and bring in our guests, because we like to share the dedicated news with them, and we also like to see what their reactions are and see how rich their prayer life is once they watch the dedicated news. So Lorenzo, you gonna do the honors?
Oh, sure. If you want me to, it's up to you.
Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the person that's coming to this stage, we don't really need any type of introduction.
We do. We never met her.
Oh, y'all never met her. Okay, well, my bad. I'm sorry. The person coming to the stage at this present time, she has growth in her life. There was some times when the family probably thought she wasn't gonna make it, but she did, and God made
Lorenzo.
Yeah.
We don't need the family dirty laundry. Who's the guest?
Okay. All right. Anyway. All right.
Don't air out the dirty laundry. I already done said mine had Black Dracula and had a baby or something. You gonna get a pow. That's all I know.
Listen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this present time, for the first time on the Fire Show, hosted by Miss Yilda and co-hosted by Lorenzo, we're bringing Doctor, the extraordinary, the wonderful, the big person, the Black woman, the intelligent, the 4.0 on the huh? Am I doing too much? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Shay.
She done lost her put togethers back there. She ain't know where to go. Welcome, Dr. Shay. Listen, I told you it was going to be a serious show until he came out. Welcome, Dr. Shay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I don't know if you're good or not. You too.
Okay.
Okay, you good. You good. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So, Dr. Shay, we're going to delve down into who you are and definitely into this conversation in just a little bit. But right now, it's me and Lorenzo hosting the show. But in a desperate moment, we sought out someone that could bring us the news. And so during that desperate moment, we found somebody that's educated. We found somebody that's dedicated, but he's ghetto. And so dedicated, ghetto, dedicated, hence the dedicated news. So yeah, if your prayer life is rich and you can get a plug in and you got a strong signal, you know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi, sometimes you have one little tick. But if you got a strong one and you can get a word into the Lord, please mention his name, okay? So with no further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring in that dedicated news with Cousin Al.
for your amusement.
What's up? It's your boy Cousin Al right here on the Fire Show with your dedicated news, the top 3 news stories of the week, according to the Fire Knights who send me in the news. Yes, I am speaking and I am enunciating my words because we have a doctor, a real doctor on the line today, not a self-proclaimed, wrote a book and just became a doctor. We have a real doctor here today, so I want to make sure that I say the right things in the right way. With that being said, run my intro. News, y'all. I'm singing on key. Ow, ow. Okay, let's jump right into it. Number three. Memorial Day just passed us by. We are, grateful to everybody who took part in celebrating Memorial Day. Some people, decided to have cookouts. Some people had different routines. Everybody has
enunciating for real.
But y'all, some got to be done. It's just going too far. We don't need no praise dance at the Memorial Day cookout. Like, story came in, the lady was dancing and doing the Juicy Fruit Tootsie to a gospel song or some type of song or something we put together. Look, I don't know why we do what we do, but I don't know if it was a graduation party or if it was just her out there at the cookout and want to make a few dollars. But let's check out the video.
Get some lighter fluid. You bought that charcoal last year that wouldn't like. Oh.
That's it one.
I'm mad that he done put God into this. Al, you out of order. Sing, brother. Because I don't know what this chick doing.
Now, YouTube, before y'all get your panties in a bunch, we do own the rights to that song. So don't come at us with it. But I just want y'all to understand something. How do I say this without sounding like I'm being judgmental or in it? The only coat that I want y'all to have is this one. That's what I'll say. And you take that, how you want, in your own way, in which you will. But I don't know what that was all about. I don't know if we were doing some type of celebratory day. I don't know. People have different things they do in their culture. So we just gotta appreciate it for what it is. That high kick at the end, that Jackson State University high kick, majorette, well, that just took it to the next level and almost took us to the king. But everybody celebrates different. They do different things in their culture and their family. So we just have to appreciate everybody's way. Speaking of doing crazy things for the culture or for your culture or for Christ, I guess, a story came in about a tribe or a group of people in another part of the country. This was not the United States. And they said that their leader had the power of Moses. And so what he did was he went out to the sea and he had his staff and a band and he put the staff in the water to part the sea. And let's just say maybe he wasn't as anointed as he thought he was, Let's check out the video. people, let's get some hobbies. You know, I feel like we need some hobbies. Let's go back to basket weaving. Remember that? And jacks and, you know, shooting dice or pool or whatever. Find something else to do, because God ain't calling y'all to do all this stuff. I mean, that wave flipped him over like a pancake, didn't it? Folded him like a chair. I was like, what in the world is going on? He needs some drawers and some overalls and go in the garden and do some gardening and some planting. That's what he needs to do. But this is just notice that sometimes your discernment is delusional. Sometimes you don't feel what you feel for real. It's just an emotion.
I cannot.
Yeah. And what was the mariachi band out there doing? They just playing that trumpet and trombone. Why they out there? All right, and the number one story of the week, on a serious note, let's make sure we're taking care of our health. Y'all know that, you know, they got the, what is it called? The hantavirus, and the Ebola is back on tour. And, you know, it's just a lot of stuff going on. They say El Nino coming to town. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I think that's the weather. Is that the weather, or is that something you need a vaccine for? Anyway, so let's take care of ourselves, and let's try not to create more illnesses, as this woman just did, I think, in this next video. You know, we got to watch what we do. We got to be mindful of what we put out there, because if they see you doing something, sometimes people will try it themselves, and just because you can do it, you might carry your, let me just tell y'all, don't drink after the monkeys. Y'all gonna get monkeypox. Don't drink after the monkeys. And I understand, you know, we saw Michael Jackson and we inspired to eat after rats and raccoons and stuff, but we got to make sure that, you know, I guess that they're at the doctor and getting shots, and I don't know that y'all just take a look for yourself, because this lady about to create a whole pandemic, I believe.
New pineapple mango refresher from McDonald's. Hayden's gonna try it first, of course.
Oh,
This is good.
oh my God.
Peyton absolutely loves it. It's a new pineapple mango refresher, and it's got the little
Lettuce
boba balls in it.
Hey, bowl of balls.
It's good, isn't it, Pay?
I'm gonna need to be excused.
I'm sorry, y'all. And the amoxicillin ain't gonna get rid of all. You saw that spit, and they will swap. Look, now some of the comments said, "Hey, you know, some people keep their monkey's mouth cleaner than theirs or their children's." They say that some people take their animals to the clinic and take them to the dentist, and they take them and they make sure that they have a clean bill of health. But that's nasty. I'm sorry. I love animals. Like, I wouldn't run over a dog, but I just can't. I can't see this. This just was a lot, y'all. This was a lot to take in. Like what are nurses and doctors and yielded? Is this? Can this cause something like Staphylococcus or something like this? This didn't look right, y'all. So let's just pray that she is not. Let's just pray she don't get sick. I mean, she already drinking McDonald's, but let's just pray she don't get sick.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
Yeah. Al.
All right. It's me, boy Cousin Al, with your dedicated news. Back to y'all in the studio. Oh, wait. I need a favor. Can y'all stop shooting at the White House?
For the two sides to remain far apart.
No.
It's the comments for me. Did you see the comment, Lorenzo? Or you was looking away?
Which comment?
Somebody commented on did they get him or not?
It's always the comments.
Listen, as soon as I see something ridiculous, I go straight to the comments. I don't even finish the video first. But listen, Dr. Shay, what we allow you to do is, debrief and empty out before we go into a serious conversation. So if you need to share anything about the dedicated news, please feel free.
First of all, the Staphylococcus, whatever he said, is breaking my heart. It's making my head spin. Okay, I'm a nurse by trade, and that was heartbreaking to hear.
Listen, do you hear me? Staphylococcus. What did he even say?
I don't know, but it wasn't right.
At all. Okay, what else you got, Dr. Shay?
Your girl with the monkey, I think that took me out. Did she say Ebola balls at the bottom of the? What did she say at the bottom?
Boba balls. Boba in the boba tea.
What is a boba? I don't even know what that is.
Like the tapioca. Look, you don't do boba tea.
Don't nobody know.
Okay, all right, yeah. So I don't know when McDonald's started these nice little new fancy drinks, but I think McDonald's needs to stick to the quarter pounder French fries, ice Coke, sundae, and apple pie. I think that's their ministry, has been for a while, and I think in the Big Mac they need to stick to that.
And sweet tea, they need to keep the sweet tea.
Yeah, and they got some strong gas coffee too. It's gasoline, but yes. Come on, Dr. Shay, go ahead and get that out because we're gonna need to get into your intellect here in a minute. You gotta get all of that out. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm hoping I got it out during. I'm hoping.
You good? Okay. All right. Good deal. The Antoine Hilton song at the barbecue cook-off was
that was
funny.
Shout out to Antoine for that one.
Yeah, shout out to Antoine Kayla Love for the God Is remix. That was fantastic. Lorenzo, you need to get anything out because I need your silly and wiggles out before Dr. Shay, she's going to put on her intellect. Look, not that he's got a spelling for the word.
Did you say Staphylococcus? See, no. See, that hurts my heart. Staphylococcus.
And he can spell it.
That says
Staphylococcus.
That ain't even how you say it. What?
Staphylococcus. Staphylococcus. Look, he said AKA staph infection.
Please, yes.
Air, and it's not an F. You're gonna still keep the PH if you're gonna say staph. That's the co-workers. This not the right staff. Lorenzo, you got anything on this dedicated news? Because
no, not with Al. Not with Al. I'm done with Al.
I'm mad that we own the rights to the song. That was we own the right. So Dr. Shay, you're not aware, but I just want to bring you in full speed. So all of the songs that you've heard and you thought they were Antoine Hilton, it was either Al or Al trained him on how to sing that. His falsetto, that's Al. Yeah. So that theme song you heard, the Fire Show hosted by Yielded, that's really Al. But we thought it was,
Antoine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So just so you know, the new song.
Good to know.
Yes, the Yes Tour. Wow. That's gonna be Al you're gonna hear. Yeah.
Does Antoine know?
Huh?
Does Antoine know?
I mean, everybody don't have to know everything, I'm just saying. So listen, y'all. We're going to delve down into a serious conversation, and I think it's very, very important. And for me, it is. Listen, I just always like to say God has a sense of humor, but I want to say that life has a way of making us simply smile publicly while privately trying to hold everything together. So tonight, we're going to take a didactic look, as Lorenzo would say, and we're going to talk about something real. We're going to talk about mental health. We're going to talk about healing. We're going to talk about faith, and we're going to talk about transformation. We listen. This is what I'm gonna say to everybody. You see my eyeballs? We don't want no scriptorial responses, okay? We don't no church responses. We don't want to talk out of survival mode. We want some real in-depth conversations and engagement over here. Yeah, we know he's able. We know this too shall pass. We know he'll never put more on us than we can bear. We know that he's able to do exceedingly and abundantly above. We know all of that.
Mm-hmm.
We believe it. But tonight we want to look into the innermost parts of your heart. We want you to open up and share, because sometimes people can see your makeup, your ministry, your smile, and miss your struggle. Okay, so we're gonna talk tonight. So welcome again, Dr. Shay, to the Fire Show, hosted by Yielded and the crazy bald guy there in the green shirt. But we're excited.
You do realize
I thought
There's this no. I'm working in the background because I'm something is going on. So I'm working in the background. That's why I keep moving my head. But do you realize that when you call somebody bald head again, it's sexual harassment? So I'm gonna have to call Pastor J. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah, sexual harassment when you call somebody bald.
It might be some kind of harassment, but I don't think it's sexual because you lost your hair. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's
What
just
we say,
anger.
Dr. Shay?
That's just anger coming out. That's not no.
Yeah, and I didn't read any of that in the Anointed Radio Network bylaws or handbook or none of that. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, call me in HR office after the show. It don't make no never mind to me. I'm good. But Dr. Shay, again, we welcome you here to the Fire Show. What I typically like to do, we give a brief introduction of who you are, but we really want you to delve back. Don't take us back to the playground when you was eating mud pies or nothing like that. But just to give us an overview of who you are. You got siblings, you got kids, you're married. Give us a little background of who you are before Dr. Shay. Just Shay, if I can say that.
Just Shay. Well, I mean, Shay is an ordinary person, just like anybody else. The doctor comes off at the door. I am a twin mom. I have two 17-year-old boys who I have essentially, been raising with me, my brother included, but pretty much by myself. My brother will call me what does he call me? A career student with the whole alphabet behind my name because I enjoy learning. I enjoy education. So I am a nursing instructor. I live in Delaware, so by way of New York. So yeah, I'm with Rennie on the New York Nick thing, not the Cowboys thing. You can go someplace else with that part, but we good with the Knicks.
But put him on the Cowboys, so not too much. Ease up, young lady.
She named her son Dallas Cowboys, so don't go too hard on Cowboys.
We might have to cut this one short tonight. I don't.
You're locked in, right? You're locked in the studio. You can't leave.
Am I locked? I gotta exit.
You can't leave. There's no way for you to even get out. But anyway,
there's a red door at the bottom. But no. So yeah, I don't know how much you want to know about me. How much? Like, I know you said don't go all the way back, but I can go back career wise. How far you need me to go back?
You want to look back behind me?
No, I don't. No. No.
Lorenzo, she don't want to look behind me.
She playing with the audio visual.
She don't want to look behind me. So Dr. Shay, let's start a little bit with the career. So people don't really care how much you know until they know a little bit about you. Unfortunately, the Saints are like that. They want to know a little dirt, a little grit, and all of that kind of stuff. So how long have we been Dr. Shay?
So we've been Dr. Shay almost a year now.
Congratulations! It's still new.
Yes,
it's still new. That's
brand new.
You should still be celebrating. That's how I'm gonna be like when I get married. Like 10 years later, I'm gonna still be like newlywed celebrating.
Oh, but I did. I finished in July, and I just had my graduate. I walked last weekend on the 15th, I think it was, or the Friday, and I had my graduation party.
And she had a big, huge party on the 16th.
Yeah.
Why you invite me?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna come next time.
Come next time. No, this is the last one. No, I'm not.
I don't believe you. You said they said you was a habitual learner. I don't believe you. You going back?
Higher. There's no more degree.
Some more letters. You can get some more letters.
I can get some more letters, but yeah, get some higher graduation. But yeah, so I mean, I've been a nurse. What is this? This is 2026. I've been a nurse for 16 years now.
Okay.
Primarily in mental health. So I've been working. I graduated from the real HU, if you can figure out which one that is. Back in 2003 as a psychology major, and I've been pretty much doing this mental health thing ever since.
Okay.
So what is that, 20 plus years worth of mental health experience in there as inpatient psych nurse, outpatient, community, just kind of running the gamut of everything.
Fantastic. So I think you got more than 20 years. You just didn't count the ones, because I think at any point that we as Black people deal with each other, that's mental health experience. But anyway, that's my thoughts. But Dr. Shay, earlier I posed the question: do you think people really understand mental health, or do they gain a better knowledge or concept of it once it plagues or hits their personal family?
Yeah, it's one of those. It doesn't affect me until it affects me. Everybody has a judgment. Everybody has a thought, an idea of what it's supposed to be, or what it looks like, until they're smacked with it in the family. And then all of a sudden it's crickets, right? And And, we deal with that all the time with stigma. It's the lack of understanding that creates the fear. We don't know it. We don't understand it. We don't care to understand it until it hits until it hits somebody close to our heart. And
Wow.
that's typically how it goes.
So in and I know you're really educated and you probably done memorized a whole bunch of textbooks and you got them all stuck in your brain and stuff. But in Shay's words, not necessarily Dr. Shay's words, what is mental health?
What is mental health? No, I don't have a definition for it. For me, it's all about mindfulness for me. I take it mental health, when you look at the definition of illness, right? It's the absence of health. So, not to get too scientific in there, but that's essentially what it is. So the health is that well-being. How good are you? How stable are you mentally and emotionally to be able to handle your day to day? Right?
Yes.
Not everybody has that ability.
Wow. Wow. And it's so Chantel, I'm sorry, Chantel, Dr. Shay.
You can call me. It's Sean, but you can call me.
Chantel.
Chantel. I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah, Chantel, like coffee.
Chantel.
Get it right.
I'm in Texas, so it's Chantel. But Dr. Shay, so, I'm gonna tell you your name because I'm in Texas. Where they do that at?
I'll still answer.
So no.
Got it right.
Dr. Shay. So I was scrolling over here and making sure I had my stuff there, and that came across my screen, and so I was making sure I was good. But Dr. Shay, seriously, based on your experience, would you say there is a knowledge deficit in our community? Come on, you already answered. Go ahead.
Yes. What? Yes. Like I think Lorenzo said it earlier. Y'all were talking about it, how we just kind of ignored it. It wasn't something that was thought about. We had other more derogatory words to use for those individuals. Those were ones that I tell my students all the time. Those are the ones we locked in the basement and didn't let around the kids when we was at barbecues, right? Those are the individuals that we always looked at and was like, oh, they just crazy, right? And you knew that was the one person in the family that you could go to that was going to wild out if they needed to, right? They were going to crash. That was just their job. We, as a community, tend to shy away from it, our men in particular, because we look at it, it's an ego thing. We look at it as men in particular. I'll say our community's men in particular look at it as a weakness. For me to talk to somebody, for me to go get help, for me to seek out any kind of treatment. First of all, most men will tell you, why do I need somebody to come tell me, a stranger to come tell me how to fix my life?
Wow.
Well, if your life was intact, then you wouldn't need nobody to help you fix it. But the reality is we're all broken. It's just a matter of how do you go about your day to day with those breaks, with those fractures? Do you want to be someone better? Do you want to fix it? Or do you want to continue staying in the same spot?
Wow.
That's all it comes down to.
That's very key because I think, like you said, our men specifically, but us as a community. And so, Dr. Shay, we didn't take a look into where you are faith-wise. I pray that you're a believer, not lift your hands. Are you a believer, woman of God?
I am.
Gotcha, fantastic. So you're a believer.
Evangelist Reverend Doctor.
Who?
You can go back on mute if you want.
Yeah, just stop talking. Just listen. This is for you too.
So Dr. Shay, I think one of the things that I really want to delve into in this conversation, because not only have we not named it out in the past, but now that we're naming it out and we're putting it and bringing it to the forefront, and it's becoming, slightly discussed in our communities, in our church communities, in our saved communities, in our faith-based communities, we're still kind of edging on the, can you have Jesus and a counselor situation, or can you have Jesus and a therapist, or can you have faith and have mental illness? And so I want to ask this question. Do you think that mental health conversations are still uncomfortable in faith-based communities? And if so, why?
Because everybody's judgmental.
Ooh.
And I know that's going to upset some people. And I'm not in the field that I'm in to make people feel good about their judgments and their choices. My job is to advocate for those who are struggling, whether it be in silence or whether or not they're looking for treatment. It is very difficult to walk into your church family and tell them that you are struggling with mental illness, because the stigma is heavier there sometimes than it is out in the community. And the rationale behind that, and I've come across a lot of patients that their family members want to rely on faith. We'll pray it away. You know, some things aren't able to get rid of just because you prayed on it, right? And we have to understand that there's a very fine line between, and again, I teach mental health nursing. This is what I do day to day, and I'm very good at telling my students there's a very fine line. We have a type of psychosis that we say is religiously preoccupied. When a patient is religiously preoccupied, that essentially means that they're hyper focused on Bible, on Torah, on whatever deity they're at that point they're looking at. But where do we draw the line between that is where they are in their faith versus this is a mental health issue, right? So there's a parallel there that we are afraid to jump into. And sometimes when we look at the religion aspect of it, we cross those lines. Those parallels get blurred. And it's the unfortunate piece of that is that someone that's struggling with anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, suicidal thoughts, they're less likely to go to someone of faith, because the immediate response is usually the same things that I heard you say earlier. God will do it, right? You're not going to take nothing. God's not going to give you more than you can bear. We all know that. That's great. But in my moment of sadness, that's not what I need to hear. I need to hear that someone supports me. And that's just not going to cut it.
Yes, yes. So listen, Fire Nights, I know y'all are there. I see you there. I need y'all to get in these comments, put your questions up, and I want to pose a question as we continue to talk to Dr. Shay. I want to ask each and every one of you, and we're going to let Dr. Shay expound on this a little bit. I want to know, even in this, and I think she's already touched on it, but I want to delve just a little more. Can someone love God deeply and still struggle mentally or emotionally, and or emotionally? And so I think we all know the answer, but why is it that we, the hospital, the church, tend to become, as Dr. Shay said, I ain't saying it, so don't come for me, don't cancel me. Dr. Shay said it. I'm repeating what she said. She's an educated doctor here. So she said it. And she said that we tend to become judgmental, and people don't want to come to us as the church. Shout out to my boy Furious over there in the comments. They don't want to come to us as the church with this mental illness, with this. They'll come with that little broken pinky toe before they come with a whole, I'm depressed, I'm mentally overwhelmed, I'm mentally exhausted. And so how is that, Dr. Shay? Because again, you are evangelist, according to Lorenzo. I'm pulling on that. I don't know where he got it from, but I'm pulling on it because you are the evangelist. And you out here, preaching and teaching God's word, and you are Dr. Shay. How is it that they can still love God and still be, they a blood washed, born again believer? They talking in tongues, they laying hands, they prophesying. How is it that they can still suffer mentally and emotionally and have some mental illness?
And that's the question, right? That right there is the question. Why is God doing this to me? Why am I being punished for this? We grew up believing that it was a punishment. So we've grown up with all of these misperceptions because we have a fear and we have a misunderstanding of what's going on, and that's what we're perpetuating to our kids. Every generation that we come up with now, we have to kind of retrain that thinking and kind of get them into the understanding that yes, you can be a believer, you can be the most devout person on the planet. Mental health mental illness does not discriminate. So I don't care what your background is. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what type of clothes you wear. I don't care what your occupation is. I don't care what religion you are. It does not discriminate. Everybody, and I tell my students this all the time, there is not one soul on this planet that is not without some sort of trauma.
Wow.
That trauma is going to shape your thoughts and beliefs about this world, regardless of what your spirituality looks like, regardless of what your religion looks like. That trauma and that trigger is going to shape the person that you become. Now, I always say that there's two types of people in this world. And there's the person that's going to take that trauma and they're going to take all of the sad things that have happened to them in life, and they're going to continue to use it as a stepping stone to do better and be better and pour into into more positively into generations. And then there's the person that's going to sit back and continue to complain and allow those things to be excuses for why they can't move forward. Right?
Wow.
Your religion has nothing to do with that. You can still go to church on Sunday, praise him, dance, do whatever you want to do, but that doesn't stop you from suffering just like a regular person. You strip all of that stuff down and we're all the same person. We're all the same, right? So if I'm struggling, and I say this because I have family members who have committed suicide. We grew up in the church, right? We grew up in the church. So in your mind, what was so terrible that you couldn't lean on your religion and lean on your family, and you felt like the only way out of your situation and the only way out of your pain was to take your own life, right? So again, we're not as different as we like to claim that we are, because at the end of the day, you can come out, you can have a mental illness. Lorenzo, you can have a mental illness. I can have a mental illness. What people fail to understand, things like anxiety, nobody looks at anxiety as a mental illness. Guess what? It is a diagnosable mental illness when it gets in the way of your day-to-day life.
It's like a little slight cough. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, it's a little cough. It ain't a full out disease that's taking you out, but it's a little irritant. Okay,
it stops you from being able to maneuver in the way that you would normally maneuver. Anxiety is good and stress is good. If you're not stressing about something, if you're not anxious about something, then you're not human, right? But when it becomes an illness, when it becomes a problem that maybe you need to consider getting some, and it doesn't have to be medication, it could be anything. It could be talk therapy, it could be just somebody to sit and just listen to you for a minute. Yes. Whatever that looks like for you. When it becomes an issue where I can't get up and go to work in the morning because I'm so stressed out and anxious about what could potentially happen to me.
Yes.
That's a problem. But people see that. People look at mental health and they see schizophrenics, they see danger, they see killers, they see all of these different things. They don't see addiction as a mental illness. They see depression. Oh, I had a little bit of sadness, I'm a little depressed. Yeah. That's a mental illness. People look at mental illness and, back to your question, Yielded, way back in the beginning, that's where the disconnect comes in. Yes. Because we don't look at those day-to-day issues that people are having as mental illness. We look at that as everyday problem. But why is this kid running down the street being held to a different standard than the person with anxiety that can't get out of bed?
Exactly. Listen, guys, I see y'all over there in the comments. I need y'all to go ahead and like and share this. We need to get some other people in here. Go ahead and share this out on your page. Go ahead and tag some people in the comments. And I'm going to drop a question. Yes, sir.
Not the church.
Okay, just a quick note, not to get off of everything. Guys, those that are on my page, somehow the comments are not popping up on my StreamYard. So therefore, I need you to go to Yielded's page if you have a comment or you're putting comments in there. Somehow, I don't know what just happened, but it just took all the comments from my page off. So go over to Yielded page and put all the comments over there. Thank you.
Yes, we want to be able to engage with you. So please go over there. It's YIELDED. Go over there and come on over there. I be yielded. Come on over there. You got to put the I before the E or you're not going to find me. So listen, Furious has a question there, and then I'm going to drop he has a comment there, and then I'm going to drop a question, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Give Dr. Shay time to get a little sip of water, because I'm coming back, Dr. Shay. We try to fix our own problems mentally without the proper tools. Some people have the tools we need, but we don't open up. And the thing that I want to drop here before we go, again, in the church, these faith-based communities, and I say that because I don't want to I do want to make it about us. In the Black church, I want to make it about us because that's who I am. We have all of these isms that mean absolutely nothing to anybody. We have all of these thoughts and ideas that keep us from being in a healthy place. It keeps us from opening up. And so, Dr. Shay, you said something earlier about if you're not stressing or you're not anxious, then that's something's a little off there. But this is where I'm leading into my question. The Bible says to be anxious for what? For nothing. So I want to ask you, on my way to commercial break, how, when, and where does the line come or form for you between clinical and spiritual? And we gonna go to commercial break, and we're gonna come right back because she's like, what you just say, girl? So y'all don't go nowhere. Go ahead and like and share the video. Tag some people in the comments. Get everybody that you know in here that has a mind in on this conversation, because we're talking about mind over everything. And so go ahead, Lorenzo, take us to commercial break, and we'll be right back. Don't touch that. Push the button to tell the people to get in
ask
here.
all the time, who the heck is low-cost airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rate you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now.
Call 802-341-4523. That's 802-341-4523. Don't wait. Call this number right now.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you there. I was reading this great read here at the headquarters of Anointed Radio. Tap in with Anointed Radio. We're streaming on over 20 platforms worldwide, podcast related. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. Wherever you listen, we're there. Follow, subscribe, stay locked in for faith, culture, and real conversations. Anointed Radio Podcast Network, streaming everywhere. Make sure you go follow the podcast. Yeah, go. I'm going back to my book. See ya. Bye.
And welcome back. Listen, y'all, I thought I changed my screensaver, but don't worry about it. We'll change it later. That's for Dr. Shay. She was talking her little stuff about the Dallas Cowboys. Shout out to my baby boy, Dallas Cowboy Green, who was serving in the United States Army. Shout out to my oldest boy, Kobe Bryant. Yep, I'm diehard, Dr. Shay. Got a Kobe Bryant and a Dallas Cowboy. I like what I like, and I love what I love. Judge ye not. But listen, y'all, go ahead and get your note in your throat and everybody say, oh, one more time. And a third time. Yep. Again, shout out to Cousin Al or Antoine, whichever one is singing that. But either way, again, we are excited to be here tonight. We're talking mind over everything. Man, listen, we got all of these fantastic cliches that we use. One in particular is mind is a terrible thing to waste. But sometimes we don't take care of our mind. Sometimes we don't even know our mind is out of sort. And sometimes we are just mixed up, lost, and confused. What the Bible says. Listen, y'all heard that? Y'all heard my throat hit. For the Bible says that the people shall perish for the lack of knowledge. So tonight we have our guest in the building, Dr. Shay, who is taking a didactic look. She's perusing the pericope of mental health. Because Lorenzo had said she was an evangelist. So she can't peruse the pericope or take a didactic look unless she preaching and stuff and things and sort. But don't worry about any of that. Just know that she's got a doctor in front of her name and she didn't get it out the bubblegum machine. She didn't go to one of them COVID classes online during the pandemic. She actually went to school. She's educated. I know. We got to be careful when we say educated because y'all instantly think Cousin Al. He is educated. He's an educator out here in these H-Town streets teaching these people cheering. Praise God. My kids never went to the school. But anyways, We have a guest today, but we're going to reach all the way over there. Shout out to my boy D-Rock in the building. Damon Ritchie, what's happening? I see you there. We're going to go ahead and bring Lorenzo back in here, and we're going to bring Dr. Shay back in as well, because we don't want to, lose any of this time. Come on back in, Dr. Shay. We want to make sure that we make good use of this time. So for those of you that are tuning in, we're talking about mind over everything. I know some of y'all want to change the letters around and put your own letters and don't know what we're talking about, but what we are talking about is mental health. In order for there to be mental health, there has to be a thing called mental illness. You can't, it's kind of like love and marriage, horse and cat, although sometimes people get married and they ain't really, but that's not what we're talking about. We're gonna stay focused. You probably need a pill, a spray, a rub, or something for that, because it's just my brain went somewhere else and I was on my way there. Dr. Shay, can you write me
I'm not that kind of doctor.
Can you got some friends that can send me some by my house so I can pick them up at
I got some friends.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. Listen. Okay. Hey, Dr. Shay, let me ask a question.
Wait, the question was already out there. The question is already out there.
The question.
I got some nurse practitioner friends for you. I'll hook you up.
Yeah. Okay. So I want something off my back. I don't really want to worry about my brain. I got to look good. Who cares about my brain?
Oh yeah, I got people for that too.
Okay. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about either. Y'all focus. See, I'm going somewhere if they'll let me. So, Dr. Shay, you're a believer, blood washed, born again believer. You believe, and us, them people at the church feel like that because they got Jesus. Long as I got, King Jesus, they don't need nobody else, not no therapist, not no doctor, they don't need any of that. So my question before we went to commercial break to you as a clinician and a woman of God, how, when, and where does the line become a line between clinical and spiritual in mental health?
So I'm gonna tell you, because I don't know where the line is. I struggle with the line. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not, that's just. But I will tell you this. So back when I was doing at the beginning of my doctoral journey, someone in my cohort, we were talking about mental health. We had a similar basis for our dissertation topics, and she was saying that she had a student on campus that had been sexually assaulted, and that student went to campus services, right? The issue with her going to campus services was the person there was a very spiritual person, which fine, but this woman told her to pray her pain away. There's a line there. That's not where we go, right? So you have someone that's going through this very traumatic violation, right? And you're telling them to pray it away. Wow. Just say some prayers, right? So the line is very, very fine. Clearly that was well over for me, because that's not the type of advice that I would ever give someone that's been in that type of situation. But I struggle myself with the line, because again, like I said, you have these individuals that are out here that are psychotic, and they're clearly psychotic, but they're very focused on, their religion. And it may not even be their religion, right? It could be something totally different. You've got the people that are walking around holding their Bibles, and they're stuck on their Bibles, and they're going through and they're reading it, and they're quoting scriptures and all these different things. But when do we call that psychosis versus this is just their day to day, right? This is just an average day in their life. This is what they do. I have a really hard time with the line, and I have yet to figure out what that line is. I think it's a case-by-case basis. I do think it's all perspective. Having some understanding of the individual in front of you, knowing your audience. I think all of those things play into where that line falls, because mental health is very intricate like that, where there's not two people with the same issue that are going to be the same, that are going to present the same. So you have to understand the person that's in front of you to be able to figure out where that line is for that person and how to address that person.
Got you. Fantastic. I think Lorenzo's still working out our technical issues over here. We got our technician also in the background. So if y'all losers, don't go nowhere. We're going to come back. They pushing and clicking buttons. It ain't me. I got my hands right here today. So, yes. So please, each and everyone that is on LOCAT Management's page, please go to Yielded's page, because the comments, and I'm reading Yielded like it ain't me. Go to my page. Go over there. And follow over there and put your comments, because something is wrong with Lorenzo's page. He probably done got his Facebook and OnlyFans fan. So Listen, they got beard on. Not that I know or anything, but they got dudes on the only page with just showing their beard, and they get like they get like a lot of money.
I was gonna say, but is a bald head fetish or was it the beard?
Anyway,
for you.
Anyway, guess what, guys? Guess what? I gotta step out for a quick second, but I'll be right back. Okay.
Oh, okay, fantastic. We'll be right here. Don't worry about it. We know how to push the buttons if you not back. But anyways, so Dr. Shay, I want to ask this question because again, it's not talked about as widely and open as it should be in our communities. Based on your knowledge, your experience, all of that, what can we do as family members? Or first of all, let's start here. What are some of the signs and symptoms of mental illness? What do we need to be looking for if we, suspect somebody's suffering from mental illness?
It depends on which one you're talking about. There's mental illness as an umbrella. There's everything from schizophrenia, childhood autism, things like that, all the way up to depression, suicidal thoughts. It really truly depends. I kind of teach the gamut in that aspect. I teach a lot about bipolar disorder. I teach a lot about schizophrenia, things of that nature. What I will say, personality disorders. What I will say though, depression is not what the textbook tells us, right? So anybody that's ever taken a psychology class will say, oh, this is what depression looks like. It looks like giving, suicidal thoughts. It looks like giving things away. It looks like sadness. It looks like this. It's all doom and gloom. That's not necessarily the case. The brightest person in the room, some of these stories that people share, this person was the brightest bulb in the room. This person had a smile that lit up the room when they walked in. They were always happy. They were popular in school. Whatever the case may be, you see a lot of our celebrities out here suffering with depression, but their whole job is to make people feel good and to smile and be happy. What happens when they're behind closed doors, when that audience is no longer there? Right. Wow. So it's going to look very different. And I use a lot of times in my classes, I use Robin Williams, and I know we're talking about Black community specifically, but
no, that's fine. That's fine. I like Robin Williams.
Okay. See, we love Robin. But when you look at him, you didn't, when he was very clearly bipolar, right? He was very, open about that. But when you saw him, he was always laughing, smiling, his whole job was to make other people smile, laugh, and feel good. But behind closed doors, he had this darkness that he couldn't get rid of up until the point where he actually was committed suicide. So we have to be very, very mindful. I always say, check on your strong friends. I make it a point to say that because the strong friends are always the one that's there for everybody else. But when they need to make a phone call, nobody's returning the calls. No one's anywhere to be found. Those are the ones that are usually suffering, and they're quiet about it. They're not out here, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me, because they're trying to divert their sadness into making someone else feel good. So it takes on a couple of different angles and a couple of different looks. It's easy to miss depending on what it is that you're talking about.
Gotcha. So we just got to be in tune with the individuals, and when things start to look a little different, let's ask questions, poke, pry. And that's another thing that I think plagues our community: the inability to communicate effectively. Nobody wants to talk about it. I ain't getting in nobody's business. How you not getting in their business, but you getting in their bed? How you not getting in their business, but you borrowing their money? Seriously, let's be real, and let's be real. I'm your friend, I'm your sister, this and that, but you don't realize that your sister is struggling over here. So this brings me to another question, Dr. Shay, and because I think once we acknowledge it sometimes and realize that yielded is a little off, people, family, friends kind of tend to shy away. But how can we really be supportive, especially when somebody has been diagnosed, especially when somebody is having, some mental illness crisis episodes that are very apparent? How can other individuals be supportive and help?
Sometimes it's a matter of just listening. A lot of people don't have someone that they believe will listen to them. At the end of the day, we teach all about therapeutic communication. A lot of us, unfortunately, lack the emotional intelligence to recognize those cues when something's going wrong. So I know I surround myself around people who know my energy. So if my energy is off, they're typically feeling it. I'm close enough with my friends where they'll call or check in and be like, you were on my mind, or, hey, I ain't heard from you in a while. Your answers are kind of short. What's going on? And they'll dig. I may say, I don't feel like talking about it, but they know my energy. You know, my best friend fell off for a little while. I texted her. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And she was very short. Well, that's not like you. So I need signs of life to make sure that this is actually you. And we don't, you know, like you said, oh, you my sister. Oh, you my brother. Oh, you this, you that. But no, where's the sister and brother when I'm going through my darkest times? You know,
Yes.
where is that support? Well, I'm not showing you that I'm going through my darkest times because I'm still getting up. I'm still going, you know, to work. I'm still doing what I need to do with my kids. I'm still, you know, doing the sports. I'm still on the sideline cheering, screaming my head off. I'm doing all of those different things. So you're not going to notice that something's wrong with me unless you know who I am.
Yes. Yes.
It really does take that to know somebody.
Yep. So listen, Fire Nights, I want to encourage you. If you around here saying somebody, your sister, your brother, your homie, your date one, your ride or die, know that person. And when something is off, y'all done shared money, y'all done shared meals, y'all done shared all kinds of things. Share this moment with them. Dig in. Check on them. Now we got a few comments or questions over here that I want to take a look at over here. Furious says, shout out to my boy, it says Derek, but it's Furious. He says, what if my faith is shook by my trauma? Prayer is needed, but would I need aftercare or therapy? Dr. Shay, that's got to be for you because
that's right up my alley. Because let me tell you something, I'm the exact same way. I know y'all had a show about church hurt. I'm there. I've been there. I did that, right? It's entirely up to you and what you're going to be open to. You know, I'm all about everybody needs to have a therapist. Your therapist got a therapist, their therapist got a therapist, because you need to be able to offload some of these things. There are some things that you're not going to be able to offload to the people that you feel like you should be able to offload to.
Wow.
Sometimes it's nice to have a neutral party, someone that's not, because I'll be the first one to let you know, don't call me if you don't want an honest answer. If you don't want your feelings hurt, do not call me on a serious situation, because I'm going to give you the reality of the situation. Like it, love it, hate it, I can't be anything other than genuine, right? And there's nothing behind it. There's no hate. There's no anger behind it. I'm just being who I know to be, which is real, right? You have individuals out here that they just want somebody to listen to them, but nobody in their circle is listening. They all are listening to respond. Well, here's your situation. Here's what I would do. Here's what you do with this. Here's what you could do with that. They want to have they want to have a solution to everybody's problems. Guess what? I don't want a solution. I just need somebody to listen. So sometimes it's nice to have, and I'll say I've been in therapy now since 2021, and it has been the best, most defining time of my life, because I'm able to sit in front of someone. It's like a girlfriend type of situation. We can, hey girl, you know, but at the end of the day, she's not giving me solutions. She's not force feeding anything to me. She's helping me work my brain around the situation to come up with my own solution and my own conclusion. And sometimes that's what you need. Now, if you're not somebody that's like that, you know, I can't speak to what you should be doing because I don't know what your trauma is, but I can honestly say that therapy is very helpful. It has been for me. Like I said, I've been there for 5 years, and every time I say something, every time she thinks she's going to close out my case, I'm like, oh no, boo boo, we got something new to talk about.
Yeah, and about my pinky toe. What?
Right.
Just anything, because we ain't done yet. I ain't done. We ain't
right.
Done.
Yeah, you're not getting rid of me, boo. Like we working, right?
We go together.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, we married.
That part. Y'all done got married, man. You indeed.
Tell your husband I'm moving in because that you my girl. Like, and I'm still seeing her every week. But that's what I need in the phase of life that I'm in, to be able to bounce, because you know, not everybody's gonna understand what I'm going through.
Yes.
You know, not everybody's going to understand my mental, and she may not even understand it, but at least she can help me come to some sort of grips with what it is so that I can deal with it.
Yes. So we got a couple comments here, and then we're gonna take a quick commercial break because we got some messages over there, because this. But we have one here from Dr. Lamb. She says since her son passed, she's been suffering with situational depression. She grew up in the church, but she was angry with God, so the line was hard for her to figure out. And that line, I think she was talking about the line between clinical and spiritual. And then she said, yes, definitely check on your strong friends, because I disappear and go into a shell. And so I want to take a look at that before we go quickly. Dr. Shay, because I know we as a people have been taught not to share and tell everything and all of that, but her saying she goes into a shell. I want to address that, but I want to go to quick commercial break because we got to look at these messages over there because that's taking me out. But let's go to a quick commercial break and we're gonna come right back. So Dr. Shay, check those messages over there, and we'll be right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. Go ahead and like, share the video. Let everybody know we're coming back. It's almost time for the on likes. So go ahead. We'll be back.
Have your car insurance rates skyrocketed? We can help and do free research and find the best rates and discounts to lower your car insurance. There are tons of ways to lower your car insurance, and we know how to find them. And right now is the best time to find every savings possible to help you lower your payment. It's so easy to switch your insurance to a newer plan with a lower rate with one fast phone call. We shop the top-rated companies for you and get the best rates and discounts, saving you money. Plus, did you know you can bundle your homeowner's insurance with your car and save even more? And that's just one of the many discounts available. Call right now. The call is free, our help is free, the savings and discounts are real and yours. Compare dozens of top car insurance deals and more with one free, no-pressure call.
Call 877-445-4551. That's 877-445-4551. Again, 877-445-4551.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. Uncle Luck coming. July 11th, I'm coming, y'all, for the Apollo. The Apollo HTX. Uncle Luck is coming, y'all, at the Anderson Theater on July 11th. Get your tickets. Get your tickets now. We come and cut up, have a good time over there. I'm not going to tell y'all who I am. It's a secret. It's a secret what's about to pop off. But I'm telling you now, July 11th, Anderson Theater, Houston, Texas. I'm coming, Uncle Luck. We're going to be at the Apollo. Get all your artists, all your singers. You tell you can sing. You tell you can dance. You got talent. Sign up for the Apollo. Houston, Texas. Uncle Luck is coming July 11th. I'm telling y'all, get your tickets now. We're going to have a whole funky good time.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of this incredible mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. You can help protect our children and bring the missing ones back home safely. You may qualify for a tax deduction for your generous donation, and to make it even easier for you, we provide fast, free pickup with a 24-hour response. Find the Children not only provides crucial resources to help find missing children, but also offers educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families, bringing tears of joy and relief to those who have been searching endlessly. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe, where every family stays together, and where hope never fades. Pick up the phone and call the number on your screen. Together, we can bring these kids home safely.
Welcome back again to the Fiyah Show, where we are every Tuesday night putting a little heat to the word on the street. Rumor has it that mental health is just a white folks problem, or mental illness is just for white people. Black people don't go through that. Saved people, Christian people. Listen, denounce all of that. Y'all denouncing your fraternities and sororities, so you may as well denounce all this foolishness. Okay, let me get back into this. This is your girl, we are here having an amazing time. Go ahead and say ow. One more time. A third time if you say then sanctified. Listen again, we're having an amazing conversation here with Dr. Shay. She's in the building. She a real doctor. She ain't print her certificate off of coviduniversity.com. She went to school. She got educated. She got credentials. She say her family says she got like all the letters behind her name. Not them letters. Listen, don't come for Dr. Shay talking about no alphabet. Y'all always want to cancel people, so don't make me talk about it. But yeah, not them kind of letters. And just she's a doctor. She went to school. She's educated, and she's in here talking about mental health, mental illness. And we want you to go ahead and like and share the video. Let everybody know that we're still here. We got another 32 hot minutes. We're gonna get into the iron likes, but we're gonna go ahead and go all the way down the East Coast and bring back in my guy, your guy, everybody's guy, Lorenzo. Where you at, Lorenzo? Hey.
Hello, world. Again, how's everybody doing? I know you missed my voice because I haven't had a question asked or anything. So I know you missed my voice.
We really didn't.
I'm back now. My voice is back. I'm singing higher and higher. Yes, we're talking about mental health. Some people are more mental than others. But we're here.
Some people don't even know.
mental health. Some people just don't understand how mentalities or they are with the mentalities. But we just gonna just keep going.
Sound like he got Staphylococcus or whatever. And
Staphylococcus.
speaking of bugs and germs you can't get rid of. Shout out to my boy.
Oh Lord, speaking of, and first of all, I just gotta say, I don't like. You know what I'm gonna say?
It's not time for on likes. It's not. It's not time.
I'm gonna say it.
Go on and say it. If it's about Big E, go on and say it because you know you're gonna be gone in 2 minutes.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Oh, shots fired. Pew, pew.
It's gonna be about him, so he better stay on there because I'm gonna talk about him too.
Okay, you're gonna talk about him. Listen, I talk about him all the time. And guess what I did today? Let me tell you. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. He called me today. I looked at the phone. I ain't even answer.
Ooh. Anyway, I wonder why.
Because I ain't want to talk to him. Actually, I was busy and I thought about it. I didn't call him back when I got unbusy. But look, we're gonna go ahead and bring Dr. Shay back in because Dr. Shay is she hitting the hard, the heavy, the fat, the skinny, and the big of this mental health, mental illness thing, y'all. Mind over everything. So again, Dr. Shay, welcome back to the Fire Show. We're excited to have you here. What's going on, Dr. Shay?
Let me ask a question, Dr. Shay?
Yes, sir.
How many letters do you got in the back of your name?
All right,
your doctorarianship.
All right, so it's EDD for my doctorate. It's MSN for my master's in nursing. RN, CNECL, and if you want to add the BA in there, you can add the BA.
There you go. She got 26 letters in the back of her name for doctor. That's the
whole alphabet, Lorenzo.
But that's her whole doctorinarianship. She got 26 letters in the back of her name. So she is very educated. So you guys, if you got any good questions in there, we're talking about mental health, put it on the chat and I will ask her these questions because I know in certain parts of her life that she needs a break because I know burnout is a major issue in healthcare. What are some ways that you protect your mental and emotional well-being? That's my question.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
With all them alphabets, you done been educating all these 13, 14 years, 29, 30, however, and you got two twin teenage little musty boys. I got two boys, so I know they musty all the time. But anyway, no, how do you maneuver? I want to ask that too.
Honestly, I'm a little different. I thrive in chaos. So for me, when it's not chaotic, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move and like when it's too quiet. So if I'm not, and my therapist tells me that all the time. She's like, "Yo, don't create the chaos." But I was born into chaos, so it just kind of keeps going. Hence all the letters behind my name, Lorenzo. You can stop looking around because
because there ain't even nobody right there.
Right, like ain't nobody there with you, but you already know that's how I thrive in that. And a lot of that stems from my kids. I went from having no children to having two at the same time during nursing school. So I had to act, right? So I've come into that mode where I'm always doing something. So when I'm down, I feel lazy, but I do take those times to sit back and just kind of chill. As a nurse, it's very difficult. You kind of get guilted into taking time off, and to try to taking time for yourself. So it's something that is a work in progress when it comes to that. I'm very big on, especially right now, my kids getting ready to be in their last, year of school, last year in the house. So I'm trying my best to be more present for them than what I have been. I've been in school all their lives. So, this is the time now where I feel like it's perfect opportunity for me to be able to just sit back and really, truly enjoy them. And I've been able to do that, but not to the fullest extent because I've always had a laptop in front of me. I've always had books in front of me. I go to football games and I got my laptop. I go to track meets, I got my laptop. So now I'm actually able to completely disconnect from all of those things and actually really, truly engage in these young men. But I do, I'm like anybody else. I'll sit and watch and I'll stream Netflix. I'll sit here and I'll binge on whatever.
Marvel or something like that?
Huh?
Marvel, Iron Man or something.
You see why you hate
it. See, I'm the one that tell the family business. It's me. I'm sorry. I didn't say like men. I was just saying.
I love Iron Man 3 though. But
I mean, why is she hating though?
I was just saying, I didn't say like,
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Dr. Shay, because she don't watch TV. She
Oh, that's
watches
okay.
streams.
But you know what though? What I do, I am probably the most cliche nurse ever. I watch a lot of the medical stuff. Like that's my thing. Crime documentaries, because I'm a little, you know, to be a mental health nurse,
What's that? What's that?
to be a mental health nurse, you got to be a little off yourself.
Yeah,
You know,
she like blood, butts, and guts, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I do all of that, but like legit, like I will sit down. Yes, I will rock an Iron Man and a Captain America and a Black Panther and a heartbeat. Yes.
Gotcha.
But
okay.
you know, it really truly like if I'm not moving, I'm asleep. Honestly.
Gotcha.
Oh.
So Dr. Shay, before we went to commercial break a minute ago, Dr. Lamb had posted something about she's the one that would shut down and, you know, yeah, we need to check on the strong friends and this and that. My question to you is, what would you say to someone who's silently struggling tonight? What would be your thing to say to them?
Take the hand. Honestly, take the hand. It's well worth it. You know, you may not necessarily want everybody in your business, so you got to be very mindful about who you do share with. And it's okay to shut down a little bit if that's what you require to, you know, control alt delete, right? I always say it's okay to have your little funk and be in your little pity party, just don't live there. So if you're doing a quick restart or hard refresh, whatever it is that you need to do that. But when you recognize that it is taking you a little bit too long to come out of that last reset, go on ahead and make a phone call. It's not hard to do. I'm sure, you know, everybody got that one person that they can rely on and they don't even realize they can. Right? Because they're always so busy helping that individual, they don't know what that person is capable of providing back for them. So everybody has one person in their life that they can communicate with if they're struggling with something. And it's just something that's easy. My boyfriend and I, what we started doing was when one of us wants to be heard and doesn't necessarily want any kind of feedback, we preface the conversation with that. I don't want feedback. I just want you to listen. And it shuts down all of that listen to respond stuff. It forces you to sit back and actually take it all in. And then if it comes down to a situation where, yeah, I already just figured out what I needed to do just by running it, I'm good now. Or, okay, now I would like your opinion. What are your thoughts? It takes a lot of discipline to do stuff like that, but it is something that, you know, and we're still working on it. We're not perfect at it, but it is something that we've implemented to kind of help because he's my person and I'm his person, right? You need to be able to come to me, but you also need to recognize when I'm drained, and you can't pour from an empty cup, right? If I'm empty, I can't help you. So let me sit off in the corner somewhere for a minute and recharge my battery, and I'll be back for you, right? You try to figure it out on your own for a little bit, but then I'll come back because I don't want you brewing for too long. I don't want you sitting in that moment for too long. So if somebody is struggling right now, it's real easy. It's private chat, whatever it is that you need to do it.
Yes, definitely. So another question, I think a good segue there. Sean Lee says, what advice would you give to a person who wants to have a conversation to encourage someone else to start their mental health journey? Go get your thinker check. Oh, that's your heart. Go get your thinker. No, okay, go ahead.
You know, a lot. So, and that's that therapeutic communication piece I was talking about. It's about that empathy piece and helping them understand, you know, yeah, I recognize that you're going through something. Do you know that you're going through something? And, you know, how significant do you feel like this situation is? You can always start off those conversations in that manner just to kind of gauge what type of issue that they believe that they're having. Because on the outside, it may look like this person's world is crumbling. On the inside, they could be like me and thriving in chaos and they just rocking out. So, you know, you're looking at me and saying that my life is in shambles, but I'm thriving. Like I'm doing all right, right? So you got to get that perspective. You have to have that understanding of what that individual perceives to be their problem before you can even step into the conversation. Because when you step into that conversation too prematurely, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to backfire, and that person is likely to not speak to you on that level again. So you have to be very mindful. It's a very careful kind of situation. I go through this on a regular basis in my personal life, just, you know, trying to get people to understand when they might need help. And you've got those people that are going to consistently be resistant because I don't have no issues. I don't have no trauma. I don't need no help. Right.
You was going right into my next question. Go ahead.
That's what it is, right? I don't, but I tell, and I'll say it to anybody, everybody has trauma. Me and my best friend, we was talking one day, we were really under the impression that we didn't have no trauma. And then we started actually going back and looking at things in our adult heads. And we're like, yo, that was bad.
Yeah, that's trauma.
Yeah, like that's trauma. Like, for me, I grew up in a single parent household. My mom and my brother did not get along very well at all. My brother was in and out because he was always in trouble. I mean, not in and out of jail, but he in and out the house. And I watched all of that go down. I watched all of that trauma. My dad wasn't around. He went off and got married, somebody else who didn't appreciate his kids. So that kind of severed that relationship. That itself set me up, unbeknownst to me, for daddy issues and abandonment issues.
Yeah.
So when I'm cycling in college, jealous, raging, angry, and going through all these different things, I'm not recognizing that my brain is wired that way because of the life that I was living prior to going to college.
Yes.
So we don't even recognize sometimes what the trauma is. We don't look at it necessarily as trauma. Like nobody would think a kid growing up in the 80s, trauma is, especially now because it's so commonplace. A single parent household is trauma. No, that is trauma. It's not a normal family, right?
Yeah.
It is now, when you look at it, but growing up the way that I grew up, and I'm not saying that I had a bad life. I had a pretty good life. My mom did what she could for me. And for my brother, I was a little bit more sheltered than my brother was. But I had a decent.
Yeah, because your brother was out there in them streets. Go ahead.
You was with him.
I was about to say, how you saw him?
He was with him.
Yeah.
Driving the car. Driving the car.
And there you have.
I didn't drive the Subaru. I wasn't driving the Subaru. He wouldn't let me drive.
He was driving the Galant.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah. Oh, okay.
We have another.
Here we have this, Dr. Shay, and I want to make sure that we get this out. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about mental illness. We're talking about being able to recognize and see and know and understand what happens or what do we do when a particular person we know baseline is off. They're way off. We see now they're at a point that they are at risk of hurting themselves or someone else. We tell them, hey, you off, you need some help, let's do this. How do we, or what are the ways that we can help that person?
That person, the unfortunate piece of that is if they're aware and they're alert, there's not a whole lot you can do. Every state's going to be a little bit different in terms of psychiatric commitments and things of that nature. But if this person is truly a danger to self or others, facilities are always going to be the way to go. That's not something that's necessarily punitive, but it does kind of facilitate things in a different light. Maybe this person needs medication. Maybe they need a tweak. Maybe they just need someone to just bounce things off of. The psych facilities. The facilities are there for that reason. And even if they don't meet the level of inpatient, they have things called outpatient treatment where you go during the day. It's like a work day. You go during the day, you sit in groups, you talk your feelings out, you kind of forced to face whatever your truth is, and you go home at the end of the day.
There you go.
So it's like one long therapy session. So people look at and they're like, oh my God, you're going to put me in the loony bin. You're going to put me in the psych hospital. It has a bad name. I recognize that. There's a lot of things that are very different. Some are very jail-like in description in terms of what they allow and what they don't allow. There's questions about how therapeutic those things are. But again, if they're at risk for any kind of danger or harm, what's the risk of putting them in a place where they're going to be safe for a few days, right? So we always look at, as nurses, risk benefit. If the benefit outweighs the risk, we're going to go with that treatment, right? The same rule applies for a regular community member. If you believe that there's someone out here that is suicidal or that is homicidal or making threats, it's not hard to call a mobile crisis line and say, listen, I need a set of eyes on this individual. This is what I'm getting from them, and let mobile crisis make the decision. If you don't want that to be on you, and I've seen plenty of family members bring their loved ones in, if you don't want to be the one to make that call, let somebody else do the call for you. That is something. Mobile crisis should be available in every state and every town.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I just always like to make sure that we When we take these heavy conversations, that we make sure that people understand there's a need for this and there's a reason that we're doing that. And for those of you that you need word, you need reference, it says be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So Jesus cared about your mind. He cared, renew your mind. So he cares about your mind. So let's not be so overly spiritual that we're not able to actually help somebody. So I digress from that, and it's time for the I don't likes, Dr. Shay. Listen, we definitely appreciate all of this good knowledge and insight, and I want to make sure that we got all the questions out. If anybody had a question over there that we missed, because this is important to me, I care, but I don't really care if anybody else feel like we need to do the I don't likes right now. This is really important to me. So if anybody has a question over there that we missed because things were scrolling, some technical issues on Lorenzo's page, if you have a question for Dr. Shay or me, or please don't ask Lorenzo anything, but if you have a question for Dr. Shay, please type it on the screen. We want to get your questions answered. If we overlooked anything, because this is very important. Very, very, very important.
Yeah, I do want to. I'm looking at Felicia's messages.
A comment?
Yeah, I want to talk to her.
Okay.
I do want to talk to her.
I could set
Felicia,
it up.
yes, please do, because
her phone number is no, I'm playing.
Only because what she's saying is concerning to me. I don't like comments like that. So I just want to make sure that she's good, and I just want to address that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Dr. Shay. So Felicia, don't be ignoring the people's calls when they call you and stuff and things. No, she'll answer. But seriously, guys, if you have any questions or anything you want to get out, and just, hey, listen, this ain't no therapist session now. Don't be on there telling all your business and stuff, because that's not what this is. But if you have a question, general speaking, we can definitely get Dr. Shay's input on that. And so look, Felicia, she laughing because I told her don't not answer that phone, because but seriously, she says she'll answer you. So listen, guys, if y'all have any questions, we want to get those out. But Dr. Shay, this is kind of you knew about the church hurt, so you obviously been watching the Fiyah show or knew something about it. But now is where we kind of take off the serious part, and it's testimony time. It's we don't have to sing no hymn, we don't have to kneel down, we don't have to do any of that. And this is probably not the testimony period that you used to at your church. It's an opportunity for you just kind of get some stuff off your chest, things that kind of disrupt your days, things that irk your nerves, things that just, it's a pet peeve. But here at the Fiyah Church, we call them I don't likes. And Lorenzo, just give it just a little bit, just a little bit. Get to it. Do you ever sit and think, I don't like it? This is an opportunity for you to share on this segment of I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So Dr. Shay, this is an opportunity for you to just kind of get some of that off your chest. I know, you be being all professional with your students and your clients and all of that good stuff. And you don't really just kind of get to, spit that stuff out. And so, it's just opportunity, to come clean. It's like therapy, it's Fiyah therapy. It's a different kind of therapy. Ain't nobody paying us for it. And nobody won't lay on our couch after we have these sessions. But this is a segment where you can just kind of imp out. And I'm gonna start off but I ain't gonna go long. I'm just gonna give you one or two. But I don't like these real spiritual people that want to give you these Canva quotes and these Canva flyers. The Lord is over the mountain and every day, and stop right here if you believe God and this and that. But then when they see you really going through, they ain't nowhere. You hungry, but they won't give you a prayer. No, how about a pizza, a hot pocket, a pressed ham? Don't give me no prayer, and I'm hungry. I don't like these real overly spiritual people. They starting to get on my nerves, and I'm gonna ask the Lord if He'll give me a pass to choke a couple of them out. But that's just me. Lorenzo, you were praying. You was praying.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't work. It ain't work.
Oh, wait. The announcement is the views and comments from Yielded are not those of the Fiyah Show. hosted by Miss Shielded. So please do not come at us.
Don't
Thank
cancel
you.
the show. Cancel me. You can't cancel me. God gave me this. Anyway, yeah, the views and opinions of me are mine and mine only. But yeah, the Lord gonna give me a couple choke out passes. I believe it. I'm yet praying for it. You have not because you asked not. Give me a few passes. I need to choke out some of your superly seasoned, overly spiritual saints. Choke them out. They out here passing out these Campbell quotes, and people out here bleeding and needing emergency care. But Dr. Shade, I digress. You got any on likes for tonight?
I mean,
Now you have to say I don't like, not
Yeah, you educated, but you got to be bona fide.
Her though, because why they still coming to my door with these flyers? I don't like it.
Let me tell you something. Do you know I went to the beach in West Palm, and them people was out there with the return of Jehovah at the beach. I said, I'm about to baptize all y'all in the River Jordan or this ocean, whatever this is. Like, if y'all don't, why is the Jehovah Witness at the beach? Got the tent set up, passing out watchtowers.
Let me tell you what they did the other day. I went to Starbucks and they were sitting. It was a husband and wife sitting on the side of the road at the Starbucks with a sign and all the little pamphlet things down there. Is life worth living? Now, think about that as you driving through to get your Frappuccino and your mocha latte in the morning.
Yeah, and you don't know what my night was like. And you up here talking about some life worth living. I might drive right on into the McDonald's.
Like right at the drive-through on the sidewalk. Just sitting.
And go get me some of them bobas for the monkey to drink.
You know what? I'm done. I got an I don't like.
Come on, I don't like that came back to my mind that fast. Sorry.
Listen, I don't like. This is for Biggie. Also for I don't like when people go to my favorite spot and don't bring me nothing back. I don't like it. I don't like y'all going to Buc-ee's, but y'all ain't bringing me nothing.
Really, Larissa?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like people stop at Buc-ee's, send me a picture, and say I'm at Buc-ee's, but they don't send me nothing. Where my Buc-ee's?
For real?
I don't like. And look, she got.
You can't even see it. It won't even come on the screen. Yeah. I ain't getting no beaver nuggets though.
Those good with some milk.
They're not cereal.
They cereal.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah. So my I don't like is I don't like when I'm sharing things, between me and a friend, and now it ends up on the Fire Show. I mean, do I have to start sending disclaimers with my pictures because I didn't give you permission to use my image and my likeness? Shout out to my girl Jamina over there. Listen, I didn't give you permission to use my image and likeness.
Listen, I called cousin Al. Cousin Al, he said I had permission to use it.
And since when did Al become the governor-in-chief of this here image and likeness? Oh, Ruth, listen, praise Jehovah. You better praise him. You better lift every voice.
Hold on. Wait, he was good.
It's a triumph.
He was good all this time. All this time, he was good. I ain't saying a word.
No, no, my son came in. She barked at him too.
She was barking because you was over here talking about Al gave you permission. She said that's a lie.
I'm so sorry.
That's what she said. That's what she said. But listen, anybody got any I don't likes? I ain't seen any I don't likes roll through and scroll through on this here choir stand. I need y'all to get to singing over there. I don't like having to drive 3.5 hours. Yeah.
First of all, you don't like driving an hour.
So that means I drove 3 times more than I like to drive.
Exactly. And I'm proud of you.
And I don't like it. And I did it. I did it twice. Yesterday and today. I don't like that. I don't like that. And so the fact that I was able to stop at Buc-ee's was, refuge. He's a very present help in our time of need.
Did they yell out meat?
You heard them people yelling. I called you when they were singing. You heard them. Hot brisket on the board. They did yell that out a couple times when I was in it.
Hold on, Shay. You ever been to Buc-ee's?
Not that we giving Buc-ee's all this shine. They're not sponsoring the show.
I'm sorry.
You know what the funny thing is? I've never been, but both of my kids have been because, they up and down the road, ripping and running with, band and track and everything else. But I've never had it.
Okay.
I I talked to somebody that's up in North Carolina, and they said they got one that's being built about an hour away from their house, and they're just gonna be randomly driving over
North
there.
Carolina.
And I say, Ma, oh, I wasn't supposed to tell y'all who it was. I say, Ma, you ain't got to be going the way over there just to go. She say, oh, I'm going just for no reason. For no reason. But listen, y'all, it is time. The I Don't Like Times. I'm super excited to have had Dr. Shay in the building today. Dr. Shay, how can one find you? Does your counseling, your therapy, your whatever's extend across state lines? Are we able to, get therapized with you or something?
I'm none of the above.
Oh, man, I was about to call you, girl.
No, I'm none of the
I was about to schedule my appointment.
No, I'm happy to try to give people advice and, talk to them when necessary, but I am not certified to give the advice. So everything I give is based off of my professional experience and my professional opinion, not necessarily a diagnosis. So unfortunately, I can't diagnose. My doctorate is in education, and that is what I do primarily. So, I mean, I'm kind of the department therapist anyway. They see mental health nurse, they see therapists, but and I'm happy to give any feedback to anybody, but yeah, no, I can't therapize you.
So Lorenzo, you can't go lay on the couch, and Dr. Shay ain't gonna fix your head.
First of all, I'm not gonna lay on nobody. If I need to talk, I'm gonna pick up the phone and call her and ask for her opinion and her advice, and she gonna.
Child, that's the problem. You need to lay down.
Yeah, maybe
you should lay down. What they say, lay all my bird is down. Yeah, that's what you need to go lay down, child. Go lay. Time to go lay down. You need to go lay on the couch. So, Dr. Shay, how can we find you? Do you have anything coming up that you would love us to be a part of? Share, let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah. At the moment, nothing. I'm still basking in the new graduation and just trying to get my bearings right with that. Imposter syndrome is a big thing. So just trying to, wrap my head around, being officially done, being officially doctor and getting used to that right now. But I mean, every so often I get asked to sit on a panel or something like that to discuss mental health and, in general or nursing. And how to become a nurse, things like that. So, I'm kind of in different spots right now.
Fantastic. Yeah. All right. Anything you want to make sure that you get out that we didn't get an opportunity to get out?
I don't think so. I think Lorenzo's going to get me in touch with Miss Felicia.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think
you got away, Felicia.
She's not escaping. She
ain't going nowhere.
No, not at all. But like I said, in terms of just having an understanding of it. I think there's a lot of work to be done. I do think there's a lot of education that needs to happen to get people to understand exactly what we're dealing with, and how to appropriately work with it. That's the biggest issue right now is getting that word out there and just kind of working in this moment.
Yes. Of course. Okay, fantastic. Listen, y'all, it has been an amazing discussion here with Dr. Shay up in those Delaware streets. I didn't really know that there was any Black people there, but praise God for y'all.
We're all transplants.
Wow.
I didn't think there was no Black people in Delaware. I mean, I just didn't. It's like 7 of them. It's Dr. Shay, her 3 boys, maybe her boyfriend. I think he Black. And then just a couple cousins or something. That's it. That's all this.
He's definitely Black.
He's Black.
He's definitely Black.
That's it. That's all this there. Ain't no whole heap of Black people in no Delaware.
It is.
We're all transplants. We're all coming from New York, Philly, Maryland.
Yes.
Like we're all coming from different spots. But yeah.
I'll that's a blessing. I'll send y'all move to Delaware. That's good. I love that. I love that. Fantastic. So yeah, but just make sure that you check on your people, your strong friends, and all of that good stuff. And just yeah. Anything else, Lorenzo? You want to say, Dr. Shay? Because I'm about to put both of y'all out. It's 7:57. That's a plane sometimes.
Yeah, I know it's 7:57. I couldn't even say nothing about my announcements or nothing. But thank you, Dr.
No, go ahead and say your announcements. We good. It's important for you to say your announcements. I mean, you program director. What they gonna do? Fires?
Exactly. I'll be trying to tell you that, but you just be going on. Anyway, thank you, Dr. Shay, for coming. Thank you for sharing your knowledge that you have. Thank you for continuing with school. I am so proud of you. You know I am. I mean, you was little sis, always gonna be little sis, but now you Dr. Little Sis. So I'm like, yo, I'm so proud of you. And I know Big Bro is mad proud of you. Mom looking down proud of you. I know we all proud of you. So, you know, that's why I give kudos. And as soon as you graduate, I say, you coming on my show. You a doctor. You got to come on my show. So, yeah, and I appreciate you for accepting the invitation and letting these people know that I know educated people too. Thank you. I
we know you know Al.
He
Look, Dr. Shay said, I'm not going to smile. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to say nothing. You know Al. Yeah, you know lots of educated people.
Okay. So let me run down. Quick announcement so I get out here because we got to get out of here for the fireplace moment for Miss Yodi. Okay, guys, remember that we still have a couple of cabins left for the Saving City Comedy Cruise, November 5th to November 9th, 2026. You can just text cruise to what's the number? 832-598-4679. That's 832-598-4679. The ones that already gave us a text, I'm gonna be definitely we had a show today, so we'll have to get back in touch with you. Also, if it's summertime and if you want to get your back flat or your belly welly, call 832-449-8749. That's 832-449-8749. That's Jadal's Body Spa. Jadal's Body Spa. Get your snap back, if you will.
Lorenzo.
Also, if you need a 60-day course in being renewed, you can order on Amazon. Go to Renewed, and it's Lakeithia Ledon. That's Lakeithia Ledon. Renewed is spelled RENEWED.
Not that you have to read the book.
And it's wed at the end. Wed, WED, wed. That means wed. You get married. Okay. Also, don't forget, guys. Don't forget. August 21st, 2026. Miss Yielded will be the co-host of the 2026 GSMAs. That's the Gospel Sound Music Awards that was going to be held in Birmingham, Alabama this coming year. Also, don't forget, she also is going to be the host of the Apollo HCX coming to Houston. Houston, are you ready? We have the host Yielded. We have Uncle Luck. We have Benji and the No Boys Band. Get your tickets. Tickets are on sale now. Don't be late. You probably missed the good prices, but now, hey, it is what it is. So, guys, and if you don't want to come, you're going to be looking like this.
Oh my God. And don't forget about the Hands at Work hair show, June the 26th, 8, 9, one of them days.
June the 28th, the Hands at Work hair show. Where is my
Lufkin in Lufkin, Texas. Yep. So we got that going on too. Yep.
And also we have in August 22nd, we have Self-Sabotage, a stage play where Miss Yielded will be one of the 3 main character roles.
This guy.
Okay.
That's all your announcements. That's why I don't ever let you do announcements.
And also, if you want to be a part of the ARPN, Anointed Radio Podcast Network, you can email PD at Anointed Radio, and I will answer you, and you could become a part of this beautiful, beautiful network.
This guy is ridiculous.
I think I'm done.
Anything else? That's all you got? Are you sure?
I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I think I'm
July 11, July 12th.
July 11. I said July 11.
I say you hit July 11. What about July 12th?
July 12th. This young man right here, Antoine Hilton, will be coming to Katy Vibes. That's down in Katy, Texas, and he's going to be performing his song. Yes. With 3 S's.
He's performing and not you.
He's going to be performing, yes, with 3 S's at Katy Vibes on July 12th. He also going to be performing at Apollo HCX July 11th. And remember, on July 18th, guys, I'm going to have the flyer next week. July 18th is going to be the 5th year anniversary of the Fire Show. We're going to be celebrating at the Match in Houston, Texas.
3400 Main Street.
3400 Main Street, Houston, Texas. Starting at, be there at 5 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Be there at 5 because, CP time.
You know what? I don't have time for this.
Okay.
Yes. So that's all your announcements, Bro D?
Yeah, that's it. I'm done right now. Okay. Whew. I'm out of breath.
Dr. Shade, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Shay. Don't go nowhere. Me and you about to leave out of here. All right, guys. See you next fire week, next fire station, and same fire channel.
Oh Lord, yeah. Bye, Lorenzo. Get out of here.
What? I'm saying, and I just gotta say one more thing. Go New York, go New York, go. And I'm out. Bye.
Bye, New York. Bye. Hey guys, good evening again. This is your girl Yielded. We have had an amazing discussion with Dr. Shay. Mind over everything. Your mind, and we hear the cliche, we remember the commercials. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Some of us walked into this week mentally exhausted, emotionally stretched, and spiritually fighting to stay steady. The pressure, yep, it's been, heavy, and the chaos sometimes is loud and the stress is relentless. But today's reminder is this. Chaos does not cancel the hand of God. What do I mean? Just because it feels overwhelming doesn't mean God has lost control. Even if the storm is loud, God is louder. If you think about God and the disciples on the ship, they felt like God had, or Jesus had given, went to sleep and was missing all of the chaos and missing all of the things that was going on. But Jesus never became afraid in the storm. Jesus never became timid by the storm or frustrated by the storm, because he knew that he was in control. So I just want you to remember, just because life feels overwhelming does not mean God has lost control. Sometimes the storm is loud but God is even louder. The scripture tells us in Psalms 41:6 that God is our refuge and our strength and a very present help in trouble. So those moments when stress tries to convince us that God is absent, the truth is God is still covering you. God is still sustaining you. God is still preserving you, and God is still working in what looks like chaos. And I need you to know that the word says he arose and rebuked the wind, and there was a great calm. So what I'm saying to you, that even in the time that the storm was there, the disciples panicked because of the storm, but Jesus never panicked on the boat. Why? Because what threatened you has already been submitted to him. So when something comes against you, know that God is already there. God is already present. God already knows. So some of us keep asking God to remove the pressure. But God is trying to show us that he can keep us through the pressure. And I say that with all of the conviction and all the passion in my heart, because even in the hardest times, when you don't see the hand of God, you have to know that it's there. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burnt. That is in Isaiah. And I want you to know this week may have drained you, even though it's just Tuesday. It may have drained you. Your heart may feel overwhelmed. Your mind may feel tired, but God is still prevailing in your life. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. And may the great evidence of God's hand in this show you that you are still standing. You're still praying, you're still believing, and you're still fighting. And one of my key passages of scripture that I live my life by, and if you follow me on social media, you'll see it on a consistent basis. Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. So the takeaway for tonight, and I want you to get it, I want you to hear, and I want you to understand, the chaos around you may be real, but so is the God that's sustaining you through it. The pressure did not destroy you because God's hand never left you. Remember that. Remember, I be yielded, and remember that God cannot fail. And just remember that he is your strength. God bless you, and good night.
Ooh, it's the Fire Show, hosted by Yielded. Turn up the radio if you feel it. We gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music. Whatever you gon' need for your